Hello again. This is chapter 2 of Worms in the first arc, Gestation 1.2. Where we left off was the main character being picked on by the trio bullies, and we get more information on those three, mostly the leader being called Emma. Apparently, her being the best friend of the main character long ago. With that in mind, she's basically using everything she learned about the main character mentally against her. Every little secret that she ever told her is coming back to bite her, which is upsetting. She's mentally damaging her, and the other two are physically damaging her. So, what a horrendous combination. She's thinking this as she's riding the bus back home, and then she looks through her bag, seeing the broken project, her notebook's completely ruined, and then the most important one is a notebook where she was putting the fine details on how to be a hero, on what to watch out for, what to name yourself, the costume and such, which was amazing. But sadly, book completely ruined. Try not to think about it. She finally arrives home, gets into the shower, and then she slowly starts thinking how she should off those three girls with her powers, and try to rationalize it on why not to do it, even though it's a very tempting thing, because dear God, the things they do to her eventually would basically break you and say, okay, screw everything, I'm a villain now. But let's thank God that she doesn't do that, or the story just ends there. So she gets off the shower, walks to the basement of her old house, just think about Western made of planks, gets to the basement, shows how she keeps her stuff hidden, and how she basically takes it out, puts a gym bag in the working bench, and starts taking out the content inside of it. Turns out it's one of the costumes that she's making, and she describes how she made the costume. She's being very smart about it, where she's basically getting spiders. Oh no. I had to re-record that part. Someone called my phone while I was voice recording. Oh well. Moving on. Basically, she gets the spiders, and what she does is that she uses their silk, right? And the fact that Black Widow is a very rare species, she finally comes across a few and tries to start breeding them, right, to get more spiders. And the way she does this is very smart. She basically leaves a certain amount of Black Widows in each area, and makes sure that their last instruction is breeding. But the fact is that we learn about Black Widow is that they're very territorial, right? They will basically go into a Pokemon battle if they ever come across another Black Widow. So she makes sure that every week while she's going on her morning jog, she would rotate them one by one. So she keeps them in a very good cycle where she's getting a healthy supply of silk, spider silk, basically. And finally, showcasing the costume and how it's a bit dirty, yellowish, and how she's painting it black to make it seem a bit more presentable. She ends up telling herself that, okay, this is done. We're done. We are done procrastinating. The fact that notebook got destroyed, I'm not going to rewrite 200 pages of fine details on how to be a hero. This is the night. This is the night that I will finally make it happen. Well, her plan was to, after graduating high school, she would jump to being a hero. But she's like, no, with how life is getting harder and harder, I'm just going to jump into it this weekend. I'm going to get stuff done. And that's how chapter 2 ends.